welcome back to Week 3, EastValleyTribune.com and Varsity Xtra football previews. Kind of hard to believe we're already starting the third week of the season. But a most interesting matchup, Chandler at St. John Bosco in California. St. John Bosco nationally ranked, in fact, a couple places have them #1 overall in the country. That and 50 cents will get you a phone call at a payphone these days. But it's at least a decent indication to me that they are a very, very good team. Chandler has also shown itself so far to be a very, very good team, especially with that win against Centennial in Week 1. This seems like a matchup to me of size, St. John Bosco, versus speed in Chandler. The question I have is, can speed win out on the road?
Tough task when, St. John Bosco is big. I mean, you have to also imagine that they're fast, considering, like you said, the Max Prep's computer formulas have them ranked #1 in the country. The writers have them ranked #4, so clearly they're good everywhere. Chandler is obviously dynamic offensively. I think they're still going to be able to score points because they have a lot of playmakers, and you find one seam and you can get a big play, and that gets you in the territory to score. So I think Chandler will score some points, but overall, it's tough stopping St. John Bosco and getting enough consistent drives to hold on to the ball, and it's a lot to ask. Chandler is one team that has the potential to win this type of game. I don't know if they can, but they're one of the 4 teams in Arizona with Desert Ridge, Hamilton, and Mountain Point that I think could possibly win this game.
I think the size versus speed faction is very interesting. St. John Bosco, I think, is about 305 pounds on average up front. They're ridiculously big. I do think Chandler is capable of turning this into a track meet and wearing them down, at least with their offense, because of how fast Chandler can play offensively. But as you said, I think the dynamic on the other side is going to be interesting. Chandler's done a very good job to this point of not committing penalties and not committing turnovers. And that's something that Chandler has been all too well known for the past couple years, making those mistakes defensively. I do think Bosco pulls this out in the end. I absolutely think Chandler can play with them and will play with them. Chandler also has experience playing, taking trips and with a big group and that kind of playing in a different environment and going outside of state lines. I do think Bosco pulls this out 28-24. I wouldn't be shocked at all if Chandler won this game.
I'd be surprised if they did. I think even if they lose this game, it's still a good experience because they've got Mountain Point, I believe, the week after, and they've got Hamilton right after that. So Chandler's going to be battle-tested going into the playoffs. I think Bosco will win this game. I'll say 42-31.